Warning, I'm wearing a cup. What's up, everyone, and welcome to the ASOTVpodcast for iZombie Season 3, Episode 8, Eat a Knievel. I'm your host, Dom. With me, we have Nikki and Kim. How's it going?
Hey. Hi.
Hello. How's it going?
Mm-hmm.
It's going, mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. The camera looks blurry. Yeah, I was just saying mine was a little bit messed up earlier, but it seems to have cleared up, so I don't know.
Window washers.
Yeah, there it goes. It's not blurry anymore.
So, what did you guys think of this episode?
Liv was ridiculous.
When is Liv not ridiculous?
No, it's like her... the way that she'd it's like, oh, he was like, wah, bam, woo, 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 and like making these like sounds and gestures. I was like, please stop. Please. I mean, the part where she wanted to staple the guy's tongue to the desk was like, that was jackassy, but like the over exuberant just one-on-ones with Clive was just like
I loved the one where she's all like, did he go?
Yeah.
Am I the only one that thought she put laxative in the coffee?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I
thought it too. I did.
Yeah. I totally thought.
I was not expecting the handle of the mug to be covered in glue.
Me either.
I was expecting laxative in the coffee. So.
Especially since she was like, here, drink the coffee. And then Rudy was like, nah, I don't like coffee. And then Clive's like, I'll take it. Vanilla caramel.
Yeah.
Which would be me.
Mm-hmm.
Liv would have got me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, we have Finvincible, right? Who is... do you guys recognize the actor who played Finvincible? Because he's very familiar to me. What was he in?
Oh, he's...
another CW show.
Yeah, he's been in all kinds of things.
Because, I don't know, like, he seemed way too familiar. Like, I've seen him in something and I couldn't place it and I forgot to look.
I'm sure you have. He's actually he's not a small actor. He's been in a bunch of shit. I just can't think of anything off the top of my head right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I should have looked up the actor before that. But it's bothering me now that we're about to talk about it and I can't think of the guy's name. I can't think of where I placed his face. So,
Don't worry, I'll find it. You keep talking.
Well, I can't have you both looking for it at the same time. Because then I'll be talking to myself. But, yeah, we see him and he's in a... somebody's keyboard is so loud.
That's fine. Sorry.
He's in a YouTube channel basically called Stunted Growth is the company. And it's like a prank / stunt YouTube channel. And he tries to jump through a fire hoop to supposedly get his ex-girlfriend back. Who's now married. And the fireproof hay on the suit was swapped out with something that would actually burn. So, yeah, he went up in a blaze of glory.
His name is Robert Richard, the actor's name, and he was in the Vampire Diaries as a, it's R.I. apostrophe Chard.
Okay.
He's been in other things too, though.
Yeah, he's in a lot of other things.
I'll recognize him as soon as I see whatever I know him from, as soon as I see the list.
Yeah.
But
Vampire Diaries.
Yeah.
Jamie.
I don't recognize him from that. I
Veronica
recognize him
Mars.
from something else.
He's in a whole bunch of shit.
House of Wax. That's what I saw him in.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's.
Yep. Okay. But anyway, I forget. The fireproof hay suit was swapped out.
Yeah.
So, clearly something goes wrong when Clive finds a duplicate suit in the trash a few blocks down.
Yeah.
And starts interrogating the whole crew. And meanwhile, Liv is now on the brains, and I can't even. I can't
Like I
even with
said,
her.
she was ridiculous. Like, I mean, she's been silly before, but like I said, just her like her one-on-ones, Kim was saying with when she was trying to get a reaction of Clive to see how one guy got when he got tasered, or like did he like jiggled and juggled and then vomit and stuff. Like she just acted it out, and Clive was just sitting there like, why do I put up with this? Like,
It was amazing.
and that wasn't the only time she did it though. She did it a few other times to him throughout the episode, and then it was just like she was, talking to him, and he's just going on his merry way, just like ignoring her antics. Like, you know what? I'm just gonna let it go, let it happen.
Well, when she was all like, "I'll pay you $300 to let me get you with the cattle prod."
He's like, no. What did she dump on him? It was like a box of like rubber cockroaches or something.
That's what it looked like, something
Rubber
like that.
spiders and
It's
things.
some
Yeah.
bugs of some sort, yeah.
That was hilarious.
Yeah. Well, the first suspect is a cameraman named Kong. They go and question him, and he definitely doesn't seem like he fits the bill. But then the second one that they interviewed, which actually was technically their first one, was Rudy, but they got more information this time around. That Finvincible actually slept with his girlfriend, which the claim was a prank until they go to, I think it was his aunt's house, or her aunt's house or something. Was it his aunt's? Yeah, it was his aunt's. And she's like, yeah, you can go check the garage and all that. And they find the flame retardant that Liv saw in the vision. And she tried to set herself on fire, and it didn't work.
It really
so it was actually flame retardant. So that's when we find out that his wife is there, and she has their 3-day-old child with them. And it is definitely a black baby. She's very white. So, very, very big clue that it was Finn. And that's why 3 days prior, that this is when Rudy got mad, because this wasn't just a prank like he originally thought.
No, he trounced, like, the baby's coming out of the woman, his wife, and he sees the color of the skin, and he just runs out of the delivery room to go kill Finvincible.
Basically.
It was just like bang, bang, bang. Like, it was like there was no thinking time.
Yeah, Brian says, I knew right off the bat that Rudy was the one who killed him, and it definitely seemed that way.
Yes.
They threw us in that direction. They didn't play around with it, because the murder here, the murder's usually like the focus of the episode, and it's like it didn't seem like the case here. Like the plot of the episode revolved a lot around Blaine and Fillmore Graves, but the murder here was kind of its own side plot almost, and it was just, I think, just for the entertainment to get Liv on the brain here.
See, we've actually dealt with this for the last couple episodes, where the B plots are actually the main plots, and the B plot actually ends up being Liv on the brain.
Mm-hmm.
So,
which is completely okay.
What I absolutely loved about the whole thing with the brain was when Liv went on her date with Justin, and she puts Justin on the same brain as her so they could have an enjoyable date so they're not
She
on
had a good
mishmash brain.
reason,
Yeah.
though.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like,
But
she explained all her past dates with zombies on when they're on absolutely different brains, and she's like, so one time he was gay and I was a nympho. It
Oh,
just didn't make sense at
I
that point.
remembered that. That was
yeah. But taking the lawn darts, throwing them up in the air, and then laying on the picnic blanket, I'm like, I'm pretty sure there's people out there that are stupid enough to have already done this.
Yeah. Why do you think they put that in there? Because I'm pretty sure that's why most people don't have lawn darts now.
I'm
They've actually been
actually-
ripped off the shelves.
I'm actually pretty sure that lawn darts are illegal now.
Yeah.
I'm almost positive they are. After a recent serious injury caused by a lawn dart, the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission has reissued a warning that lawn darts are banned and should be destroyed, effective December 19th of 1988.
Wow, that's
wow.
The CPSC has banned the sale of all lawn darts in the United States. So
That's why old people still have them. That's
Yes.
kind of really bad.
yeah,
But that's
Yeah.
I mean, what I'm meaning is the only time you ever see them, it's all like, because I know I swore them, my grandparents had them.
Yeah.
So
my grandparents
that
had
makes
lawn
sense now.
darts too. Yeah.
yep.
It's not so bad as an old people. It sounded like I was like
You know what? They are older,
ageist.
so I mean, how more eloquent could they? I mean, you don't want to get eloquent with it because sometimes being old isn't. So, just old is a general term.
older
fine.
than those dates.
Yes, older than the 1988 date.
Hmm.
Which is only 2 years older than me. So, like, it's not that far off, like, of the ban time for me playing, like, with lawn darts because my grandparents had them. So, like,
Well, they would
I
still
remember-
have them, even though they're banned. They just can't sell them anymore. They would still have them.
Yeah.
So it would be something from our childhood, because we are around that age,
mhm.
that it would make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do not believe they are illegal to own, but they are illegal to buy.
Yeah.
So, in other words, if you had them, they're there. Because you can actually, I'm looking right now, it says you can actually import parts of them. You can buy the plastic flights, the metal bodies, and the steel spigots, as well as a complete set of replacement parts to repair damaged lawn darts into the US and Canada. However, fully assembled individual dart sets and kits are banned by American and Canadian custom authorities.
See,
So,
I remember actually recently playing with a type of lawn dart, but it didn't have, like, a point. It was just a really, like, heavy ball at the end of, like, it
Like
looked
a
like an
Nerf.
arrow shaft. Yes.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, those are called jarts. Those are different.
yeah.
So, but yeah, I think my grandparents may have had those at some point too. But yeah, that was definitely my favorite scene of the whole episode.
Because of when Justin got hit, like, right in the chest.
Right
They're
in the
like,
chest.
Oh!
Yeah,
There wasn't like my reaction was, oh. Their reaction was like, yeah, you got hit. Like, they freaked the frying pans in front of their faces.
yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Liv throws one up just in time for it to bounce off, and then the other one goes boop right through his chest. I was like, yeah.
Mhm.
Then we had Blaine, who is very much dead again.
I think he's more than a zombie now. It's exactly what we were kind of speculating, is that, once you're cured, but then you die again, you become a zombie again. But I think he's a little bit higher up on that chain now. He's a little bit more powerful.
Well, we haven't fully got to see
No.
what's the possibility, but we definitely know that you can turn into a zombie again.
Yeah, I think it just suppresses the zombie, makes you human until you die. So, like, you're
That's probably, I think, what it does for sure.
yeah,
Well, no, he got scratched again.
he did.
Yeah, that's specifically why he went to his friend was like yelling about brains. That person he went to, like, he's like,
Oh, that
he's like,
guy
and
at
he-
the beginning?
Like, yeah, and he's all like, and then you actually, when he comes back, you see there's a big long scratch across his neck.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, so they specifically made sure that you knew that he was scratched again.
I didn't get to that either. That
No.
is interesting.
So you can be turned again.
Okay. And we see Blaine making over the funeral home. He's doing some paint jobs, some reconstruction, renovations. And then we find out that Blaine's father at the scratching post learns about the private military. Fillmore Graves is involved in the zombie operation. And he's setting up plans for the future. All along the way, disparaging Donnie all the way through. All the way through. Just leaving him out of things.
Super dick.
Yeah. And it's more of, now that he doesn't need him to deal with Blaine, he sees no use for him. He sees him as just any peon that can be replaced.
To be fair, though, Blaine's dad thinks everybody's a peon.
That's true. And so, meanwhile, Blaine ends up calling Donnie when this big shipping crate comes in, and they're getting ready to prepare for their next shipment of brains. Calls him and says that he's still alive and he's coming for them. So that's when they realize, oh, he's a zombie again. And Donnie, surprisingly, I thought Donnie wasn't going to say anything to Blaine's father because the way that he's been treating him. I thought Donnie's just going to be like, I don't care. Let it be a surprise. Whatever happens. But no, he still reports to him. He still tells him what's up. And then he gets orders to go take him out again. So he goes and runs out. In the meantime, inside the shipping crate is where Blaine is hiding. And proceeded to shoot the guards. Set his father up with a pair of cement shoes. And sent him down the well. So he's still alive.
And well.
And well.
I loved it when he said that.
Funny. Yeah.
I mean, I hate and dislike puns at the same time, but that to come out of Blaine's mouth, it was satisfying. It felt really good.
The only time puns are really ever truly satisfying is when you're the one telling the pun. Because you're telling the pun knowing that it's bad. So when you tell it and everybody groans at it, that's the reaction you want. Right? So you did your job, you feel satisfied about it. Everybody else is groaning, being like, oh, that was the most stupid thing ever. And you're sitting back as the person telling them, taking that even more as a compliment. So I think Blaine would be very upset to find out that you enjoyed his pun.
Oh. Well, I mean, he did it because of it. I think I enjoyed it more because I don't like his dad. So, like, maybe he would be okay with it, being like, oh, you agree with me. Awesome. You know, you liked me putting my dad in a well. Awesome.
Yeah.
We could be friends.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was glad but the problem is he could still come back, and they still left it to where, like, okay, so he's not technically dead, he's just stuck in the bottom of a well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure we haven't seen the last of him this season.
Oh, no.
You know, he's going to come back for sure.
I hope
I don't know about that quick.
Not really quick, but, like, he's also not frozen down there, so he's going to end up... Maybe they'll get him out before he starves and turns into one of those zombies that can't turn back to a normal zombie. Like, I'm going to say a normal zombie, like a conscious zombie. There we go. He's, he can actually. What is it? What is the word I'm thinking of? Deplete? No, that's not it either. But I know you all know what I'm trying to say. He can turn into one of those shambling zombies that only are just hungry, where they can't even think their own thoughts.
Okay, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whereas before he was frozen because Major froze him, so there was no degeneration of his brain function or anything like that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Then we had Fillmore Graves.
Mm-hmm.
Right. They're reviewing zombie footage of Justin on YouTube.
Mm.
They're not too worried because the comments don't believe that it's real. I'm sure if somebody posted a video right now of a real life zombie attack, that it would have the exact same reaction.
Yeah, like for us right now,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely, because we have such good CGI out there, and not it's not
And
even
movie makeup and all
yeah,
that kind of stuff. Yeah.
exactly. So if I saw something like that on the internet right now, even though I hate zombies and I'm super scared, I'd be like, you guys are good at Photoshop.
If you Photoshop, but if you look at it, it kind of reminds you of the 28 Days Later like zombies.
Yeah. But it's no
So
different than like Discovery Channel airing like their special on mermaids are real, and like all these other things, that have crept up, and no different than Bigfoot footage. Like it's the same thing,
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. You're gonna get some people being like, "This is definitive proof. This blurry blob in the background is 100% Bigfoot. It's carrying a baby. I see it." Like, that was one of the big things about one of the very, I think the most popular Bigfoot, like the one that everybody's like, oh yeah, that's real, like the one of him like lumbering in the background. There's a shape I remember seeing that they said that actually looks like it's holding a child, and that was like even further proof that it was real because somebody wouldn't go into that kind of detail. It's very like a subtle thing, but regardless, that's exactly what this is. It's going to be there for debate. You're going to have some people who believe it, and you're going to have the majority of people who don't. So that's where they're heading right now. The army wants to handle it, and Vivian is just like, no, I think Clive and Liv can handle it. Like, it's fine.
Yeah,
Only
like,
for them to be on their way out and witness her helicopter explode with her in it. So,
yeah.
kills Vivian, and I'm just like, holy crap. Like, that was a very surprising death because,
it wasn't just her. It was like the whole leadership team was
Yeah.
gone.
Everybody in that press room except for Clive and Liv.
so I believe it was the commander that was in there. I think he was the one that did that.
You
He's
think it's an inside
the new
job?
one.
Yeah, oh yeah,
The
it's
new
definitely
one. Yeah.
an inside job.
I do too.
Okay, I thought because the scene almost came directly after
He was so opposed to what
Blaine's
she
dad
wanted to
coming to
do.
the realization that Phil Margraves was involved, that maybe he was involved.
I don't think so.
But
I don't
No,
think so.
he died. Okay, their leader, their dude, he died too. Pretty sure he was on the helicopter too.
The commander? I
The
don't
one-
know. We don't know that for sure.
Because I was thinking the new commander, the one that came in there and like shot freaking.
The
was all like
new,
blah blah blah.
the new guy.
he's our lieutenant or whatever.
Oh,
He's
was
one-
it?
The
Oh,
new
okay.
guy
He's the one-
is Vivian's brother-in-law. His name is Chase Graves, and he's played by Veronica Mars as Jason Doring. So it's another Veronica Mars reference that we have in this episode. So this series, I should say.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But yeah, we see him at the end where they're having that big party. Fillmore
It was
Graves
like
party.
a-
It's like a
it's
DJ
like an Irish.
club.
It's an Irish like.
It's the Irish wake.
It is an Irish. It reminded me of an Irish wake, big
Yeah.
time. Which I don't. I've seen people go, "Oh my God, I can't believe you're celebrating this way. You can't celebrate death," and it's like. yeah, you
That's
can.
how Irish wakes are.
They're
You-
not celebrating
you
the death.
You
You
have
celebrate-
It's
You're remembering the person for who they were, not for their death. That's
Right,
the
you're
whole point.
celebrating their
the
life.
person, their life.
so it's the moving on. So it's accepting the death because it starts with a somber like moment, like you have like your quiet moment, and then you like do shots, and then you sing, and you actually party the rest of the night for days actually, and it's about celebrating their life and how they lived and your friendship and your love for them, and so it's not about being somber, it's about joining and moving on and being happy even though they're gone because
Yeah.
Yeah, I found it like it was perfect, especially for like zombies who are getting a second chance on life. Really, I mean, it's part of like it's weird because we look at zombies as undead, And in most depictions, they're shambling. They have no thoughts. They can't think. But here we are. We're seeing people trying to embrace their second chance because all these people could have died at one point, but they're still living.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But Justin, who's DJing, mentions that Kerry Gold gave him the night off. I'm not sure who Kerry Gold is.
I thought that was the other. I thought that was the publicist or whatever.
Was it the
It's
publicist?
Yeah.
Okay. Mentions they gave him the night off, and he gets all in their face, and you report directly from me from now on. And he's like, some Supermax formula was stolen. Who thought it was a good idea to bring this to the party? Justin's like, oh, it was me. Gets shot in the chest. Says,
Don't do that again.
Don't do that again. So maybe Justin doesn't. I mean, he definitely hasn't taken the cure yet if he was the one that stole it, which is still my theory because we still haven't found out who stole the cure. Still think it's him.
Well,
He took
we
the
know-
Supermax to the picnic with Liv, right?
Yeah.
Not to the party?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, and we saw him on the brain and stuff like that, so we knew prior to this, but
Yeah.
I still think he's the one that stole it. And I think because Liv's had so many problems with boyfriends in the past, and further setting this up now, there's got to be a problem. You know?
Because there's always a problem.
There's got to be.
Liv's not allowed to be happy.
Exactly.
Unless it's with Major.
Exactly.
And that's complicated.
So if she finds out that he stole the cure, she'll never be with him again. You know, kind of deal. So that's kind of the way I see that going.
Poor Liv.
Poor Liv. But I don't know. It's
Well,
possible it could be Blaine.
Every boyfriends end up being not bad, but they always end up dying either by their own hands or the last one Blaine killed. But
Yep. So did you guys see the preview for next episode?
I read about it. I'm so excited.
God.
I'm so excited.
Amazing.
Because it definitely resonates with my inner geek.
Well,
considering I play D&D two times a week on stream, yeah.
we actually moved the time of this live podcast back an hour so that Kim could finish her D&D games.
Every week.
Yeah.
Every week, yeah. So, next episode is called 20-Sided Die.
Well, that's how you spell multiple. That's how you spell multiple dice.
I know.
Die.
Well, pun intended.
Unintended.
So when a dungeon master is killed, Liv and Clive discover he was up to more than just playing in his mother's basement. Meanwhile, Blaine's experiment does not go as planned. And finally, Ravi finds stumbles across some new information that could prove deadly.
We forgot that Ravi was left at the end.
Yeah, Ravi and Liv went to the
apocalypse.
The zombie
apocalypse.
Yeah. And
oh my goodness.
they were doing the blood pressure test, so Liv had to bail because she would have got found out. So
it was nice seeing natural Liv. We've only seen her do that once before, and that was when she was after what's his face, Max Rager.
Yeah, it was when she was trying to find her boyfriend.
Yeah. Yep. Interesting. Brian says, if anyone here has played Kingdom Hearts, Jason Doring is the voice of Terra in those games. That makes that's cool.
Okay. Yeah. So Ravi the information that he finds out is definitely probably from the zombie truthers. And I forgot that Blaine was making the blue memory liquid in his basement because he got the ingredients. He stole the ingredients from Ravi.
Right. Yeah. So Blaine offered a deal to Donnie and was just like, I'll give you the scratching post, and we'll make a lot of. He's like, you had me at the money. Yeah. I didn't need the scratching post. I'll take it, but you had me at the money. So, Blaine definitely has some plans, and now coupled that with his father's plans for the future. We'll see what that has in store. But
Which is funny because, we know Blaine had been hiding everything from the get-go. He slowly got his memory back days after being cured.
yeah.
So we didn't see Peyton this episode at all. So we still don't really know how that's affecting her. We know she's pissed off to begin with, but we didn't see any of that repercussion of her, maybe talking to Blaine and being like, okay, well, let's figure this out, or she just, wants to find the cure for Liv and stuff like that. So.
Yep. All right, you guys have anything else?
Not really.
No, I think the one thing we missed, we got.
Yep, we picked it up at the very end.
Nikki, where can the people find you?
On Twitter at LadyVenom24, LadyVenom24.
Kim, where are you?
On Twitter at HUFFITY,
And playing D&D before this podcast.
Where can people watch your next D&D stream so they can get hyped for the next episode of iZombie?
We have Star Wars on Sunday at it's I can't remember what time it is. 6 PST, excuse me. What words, things? It's oh my god, my brain just doesn't work. It's twitch.tv/Terran23.
Okay.
And on Wednesdays?
Thursdays? Or Wednesdays,
And Wednesdays at 8.
And that is what? More of a traditional D&D?
That is the more traditional.
Cool. You can find me down below at Phenomenon, PHENOMEDOM. And you can find us all and more on Facebook, Gmail, G+, Twitter, and right here on YouTube at /ASOTVpodcast for some more podcasts for some of your favorite TV shows, games, and movies. Until next time, see you guys later.
Bye-bye. My brain doesn't work.
I'm sitting here going, I don't know his Twitch, but I know where to go.
Yeah, I was like, I know this. Why am I like blah, blah, blah,
Blah, blah, blah, blah, blah.
blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Kim, that's your cue.
What?
Blah, 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 blah.
Oh!